Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Um, I'm watching all these links. I'm watching all these videos, and I'm going to sit here and say this straight up. Let him win, right? Because the thing is, I know what's going to happen if if Donald Trump wins the election, right? If he wins, and shout out the pure butterfly for sending me that link. I'm gonna talk about that link in a video, maybe if I have time. If I have time, I'll address that in the video with the link she has sent me. But let me just cut through the chase. Without all of that being said in that particular video by the former president, I'm going to sit here and say, because of the warehouse, the rhetoric of the warehouse fools, the warehouse dudes, the warehouse nibbers, I say, I want them to get punished for their own misogyny and sexism and jealousy and their weak-minded reality. They're weak, the weak-minded. I want them to see. I want them to get punished for it. You know. Now, am I saying I'm going to vote for Trump? No, no. I already told you I'm not going to vote for Trump. I'm not going to. So, I'm anti-Trump. But the thing is, because of the warehouse nibbers, I say, I'm gonna put on the bright side, right? Now I know it's gonna be horrible. The message that's being presented if he wins, if or when he wins, is gonna be the message is gonna come out saying, well, women ain't ish, and I'm a heterosexual man. Hear me roar. I'm a loser in life, and Donald Trump is our hero, even though he did nothing for us. That's going to happen, right? You know, that is the mindset. But I want him. If he does win, the bright side going to be them gnashing their own teeth. The same people that you see on videos saying all this harangue, uh, for like the past 4 years, they're making the same argument, same harangue. They're gonna say, well, we have regrets. Then though these same Negroes are gonna be talking about white supremacy, and they're gonna talk about how the white men got their boot on their neck, and how you know, we wish Joe Biden and Kamala Harris was president, and all that. It was better 4 years ago. Watch them going to say that. You know, on the bright side, I might not be there to hear it, but I bet you 9 times out of 10, that's what they'll be saying. They be having these same old arguments about the black woman won't let me lead, the black woman won't submit, and while at the same time they're laughing at black women when the same rules that's going against these black women is going to be the same rules against them too. They're gonna be looking. They're going to sit there looking stupid as hell. These same Negroes want to talk about, well, man, man, we're not being educated. Oh yeah, we're not being educated. Yeah, yeah, but Donald Trump destroyed the Department of Education because y'all so mad at these women and these women's out here because the black woman won't let you lead because some black sorority group lobbied a political party to put a black woman, I'm using the term in quotation because since y'all's argument is Kamal's not a black woman, but anyway, because they allow a black sorority group to lobby a vice presidential candidate on a ticket when y'all never use y'all's fraternity groups to lobby a political party to choose a president or a vice president. And that's all I'm going to tell y'all. What's going on, Hammer Time? What's going on with you? You know, I'm just going to sit here and just say, well, just go ahead and we just gonna sit here and just wait, I'm already um I'm looking past the presidential candidate, the presidential election because there's nobody I like, right? So I'm just hoping that the Senate turns Republican and the House turns Democrat. I want a divided government, especially in the legislature branch, because I don't want the Democrats to win both houses because that would have because Democrats would produce a policy that would be a power grab. Same way you do, I don't want the Republicans to win because um 2025 a project 2025 and project 47 to be eradicated. So it will stop, it will at least stop both those agendas, the the Democratic power grab. And if y'all want to know what the power grab is, I might do a video on that. What they're trying to do as well. The power grab that they're trying to do. Pack the courts, pack the let pack the. You know what? I'll talk about them later on. Um, that's my problem. I have with the Democrats. And then with the Republicans, the same way with Project 2025. I want that gone too. So if one house becomes of a different party of another, it would prevent uh Donald Trump, if he does become president, to do anything, or whoever wins the White House, prevent them to do anything within the first 18 months in office. So yeah, that's what I think though. Um, you know, that's what my hope is. I'm not I'm looking beyond the presidential election because all four of those candidates, and when I said the candidate, I'm talking about the vice presidential candidates too. All of them suck. Okay, every one of them suck. Um, and Obama did, and what President Obama did, I agree with President Obama, but at the same time, he shouldn't be the one who said it. You see, he ruined he's jeopardizing his legacy by saying if he would have just kept things, you know, at an even, make things, even. I think though, he would, excuse me, you know, but I understand why he said it. I understand why he said it, but it should be somebody else that would have said it. And it should have been somebody else higher up in the political food chain to say what really needed to be said. And yeah, but um but yeah, I'm gonna wait though until November. If Trump wins, I know what's going to happen. What's going to happen is you see these lame Negroes, these lames online doing high five, and but once the President Trump rather being installed in office, and Project 2025 or Project 47 comes into play, I want them to know the consequences of, that cheering and high fiving will not last long. It's not gonna last long because everybody gonna talk about, well, how come though I can't get educated? How come my son can't be, you know, how come my kids ain't, how come you're going after the unions? Uh, you know, I work in my job is unionize. How come Donald Trump destroyed the unions? How come Donald Trump, half you Negroes who claim to be pro-life, a lot of y'all are not really pro-life because if one of y'all baby mamas, if one of these women that y'all have having unprotected and risky sexual sex with these women, and this woman say, "Oh, I'm pregnant," and there's no, and since Roe v. Wade is no longer around, well, don't be mad when you say, "Well, I don't," don't be mad that you talking about child support. See, all of that's going to happen. By the way, it's going to happen, and yeah, all that's going to happen, and all I'm going to say is, well, that's what you get for being so uh indictive, because you're jealous of a black sorority groups, I should say, and then y'all have this hidden misogyny, this misogyny that y'all don't want to admit. So, um, that's what's going to happen. You know, yeah. So, um, it's it's out of Trump's hands now, bro. Yeah, 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 yeah. It is the election is out of Trump's hands at this moment, right? It's out of his hands. But I'm just saying how it's kind of too late to, you know, it's kind of too late for any candidate to say any and everything to change minds. But that I also believe that though, oh my god, I'm sleepy, y'all. I'm sleepy, y'all. I also believe that when it comes um to the Democratic Party, expect a internal um civil war among the Democrats. If Trump wins, but then again, even if Kamala wins, you still gonna have that same civil war, because how Joe Biden was pushed to the side, and then though there was evidence of Joe Biden ignoring uh Nancy Pelosi, when Nancy Pelosi was the one that pushed Biden off the ticket, was one of the forces that convinced the big wigs at the Democratic Party to kick Joe Biden out. So, um, whatever happens, expect a tussle within the Democratic Party, though. That's what um that's what I believe that's going to happen. You know, um, so yeah. Right now, I'm tired. I was going to do a live stream yesterday evening. Last night I didn't get to do it. I apologize to the people involved who want me to go live. I apologize to Queen Sun Kiss and Pure Butterfly Spirit. I apologize for y'all for not doing a live stream last night. Um, yeah. So, um, but about the other live stream I did, um, I'm really getting tired of certain men who wants to um, how can I say it? There's certain men who want to gossip, and everybody want to know why I have a problem with a certain individual, and I gave y'all the reason. And that community tab, I did the recent community tab from yesterday is proof why I don't get along with older heads, especially older head black men, because of they tend to do gossipy. They tend to do things that women would do. You know, standing in street corners, and only thing that comes out their mouth is what's between somebody's legs, or somebody's kids, or somebody's you know personal business, and passing it off as this, creating a narrative, you know, playing telephone, if you will. And yeah, that's what I think. That's why I have a problem with um, older black men, these older heads, because it's always those ones that stand around on street corners, with their pot belly, their pot bellied, and their gut hanging over their belt, or they're wearing all t-shirts and jeans, and all they do is sit around there at that street corner and just talk and talk and talk about everybody else, and try to help nobody, while they're living in their mama's basements, or staying at Miss Odell's house because he got nowhere else to stay, and all of that foolishness. But they got the nerve to talk about everybody else's kids, and child support and all that foolishness. So, but that's why I have a you know, you know, that's why I have a problem with those types of individuals. Shout out to Freddy, and shout out to let me see who else was in my chat room who went in on Buster Free Jones. I think it was Freddy, and then there was I want to say that's um Virgo Life, and let me see who was it was somebody else that went in there and went in on Buster Free Jones. It was somebody else. I'm trying to. It was, I have to go back to the chat room. Oh, that's right. Though I can't have access to my chat room. I don't know what happened to my chat room. You know. Oh well. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. Um, I also heard something in the news that I was watching international news. Um, Something weird is going on. I know that we in America, we worry about the presidential election and all that. I'm hearing rumors that the North Koreans is in Eastern Europe. I've been hearing rumors that the some of the North Korean forces is going into to the Ukrainian theater, um, and fight um, the Ukrainians. I've been hearing that, and I'm also hearing rumors. Well, I saw this on the news though, that the North Koreans just now a few hours ago just blew up um a a, a road that goes to South Korea. So yeah, I don't know what you know. This is getting scary. Um, and I would say a certain country in the Middle East, I'm not going to say its name, is firing shots at the UN peacekeepers. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I can't say it on this channel, uh, because Benjamin Netanyahu, has ordered his forces to go after the UN peacekeepers, and yeah, I just like when are people going to realize that um that y'all cheering on the person who is making war? He's not trying to finish up Hamas. This is more, and I get tired of people saying, well, you're anti word and you're anti certain religion, but then though y'all then he hides behind those type of narratives when in actuality he's trying to save his career and his freedom because the court system over there is let's just say he's facing legal problems in his country, and sooner uh, you know so he's trying to last long in his position as prime minister, so he won't go to trial, thus be sentenced to prison. So I wish people will understand what's really going on and stop trying to use this as a we don't like the said Arabs and said religion that Arabs hold, and all of that. Let's call it for what it is. This is Wag the Dog. Have you ever watched that movie called Wag the Dog? Wag the Dog was a 1997, 1996, 97, 98 movie where it had Dustin Hoffman and who else was in that movie? Al Pacino and Dustin Hoffman. That's right, Al Pacino, Dustin. So they play some people in the media who had created a fake war, right? They had created a fake war in Eastern Europe where you know yeah, well, it wasn't really a fake war. They blew up the war. They go over there. They took footage of the current small war, and then they made a mountain out of a molehill in order to shield the president who was under a sex scandal, so that the president can come over there and say, "Well, I'm sending troops in. I'm sending the U.S. Navy to quell down the violence in Eastern Europe and made him see, so people can forget about the sex scandal." That's what the prime minister of that Middle Eastern country is doing. I hope people see for what this really is about, and not cling to this emotional religious stance that is about their particular faith or religion or ethnic tribe. No, this is more about a certain someone being drunk with power who wants to stay in power, who's facing who's facing the justice system with his own country. But yeah, so anyway, so um Carlton Brink said knowing that she's incompetent isn't misogyny. Okay, well tell me something. Why was y'all was against Joe Biden then? Because the way I see it, y'all was against Joe Biden because of the possibility of her becoming president anyway. Because even if Joe Biden was still running, she will be president anyway, knowing that mental decline is, since we all seen his mental decline and everything else. But anyway, and like the whole, well, she ain't black, she's Indian, and making all those statements as if that's supposed to be a political argument. What does her being half Indian have to do with the context of policy that she had? Oh yeah, and by the way, yes, yes. By the way, I'm going to. She had released this thing, this program for black men. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a video on that because she put out this policy for black men, and I'm going to review that, and I might do a video on that, maybe a live stream, Hopefully, Queen Sunkiss or Pure Butterfly or some of my supporters like to be on the panel, talk about this either today or tomorrow morning. I would like to have that uh, be on the docket. Hopefully weekend. Better yet, the weekend. Um, rather that being the weekend as well. But I do think the election is going to be decided in Wisconsin. Wisconsin and Michigan are going to decide the election, and it's not going to be the state of Minnesota. No, no, I'm sorry, not Minnesota. The state of Michigan and um, Wisconsin is going to be the counties. There's going to be one county in each state that's going to solve this. That's going to sway this election. Dearborn, Michigan, is going to decide who is going to be in the White House. And Wayne County is going to wait. Is Wayne County in Dearborn? Anyway, it's going to be two of those counties out of the entire United States that's going to decide this election. You know, and we might see a tie in the electoral college, 269 to 269, and I'm going to have to do a video on that. I know I'm supposed to. I know I've been saying that for at least 2 months, but yeah, but I think I need to do a video on that. Um, because people around here, they don't read. They go by what other people tell them. They don't look at the possibilities of this might be problematic until next January, next February. You know, so oh yeah. But anyway, y'all be easy. See y'all next time. Um, Big J out. Y'all have a good one.